today. I like that. Thank you so much for coming. Hope everybody has a super awesome weekend. Today, we're going to count reps a little bit. So I'm going to give you time to do a certain amount of reps, okay? So if you complete the reps in the time, you get extra rest, right? It's like doing hill repeats with friends on bikes. You get to the top of the hill for everybody else, you get extra rest. Unless you did it with me, then I would tell you if you're the top of the hill first, you go back down and sweep the last rider up, and you just keep going until that last rider is up the hill. Okay, here we go, people. We're going to go through our chop sequence. So again, think kettlebell swing, think tossing the baby out with the bath water. Here, boom, like this. Okay, so the hip snap does all of the work. The weight is just along for the ride. And, you know, again, go light. Don't knock yourself out because we're just getting warmed up right now. And then we have that. Then we shall go up. We'll finish a right-handed golf swing, and then we'll throw left-handed. We're going to move at a 45-degree angle, whatever the implement is that you have, okay? And then we'll switch sides, and then our 90-degree chop rotation, like so, okay? All right, my friends in fitness, let us do this. We're gonna go through this one 3 times. And like I said, I have had a lot of caffeine today. I am on top of my ball game, and when I am in a very good mood, the workouts get more creative, so you people are in luck. All right. I have been tasked with putting on a very good show by Gordon, and we're going to peel back the curtain in 3, 2, 1, and the red light is on, and here we go. So let us chop nice and easy. You want whatever you are moving to be as far away from your body as you can. The further out the implement is, the more you'll feel that lower abdomen begin to activate, which is what we want. Chin always follows collarbone doing something like this. You never look up on the way down, or else you can't play with me. I'll take my red ball and go home. Okay, we're going to go up to the right, down to the left. Up right, down left, up right. Or up left, down right. Sorry. Going audience right and left, not stage right and left. Which reminds me, somebody made a Hamilton reference today, and something that I was involved with, which is kind of awesome. So I won't throw away my shot to give you people a good show today. All right, go ahead and switch. Let's go down the other way. And up the other way. And again, you're going to a full bug squish in each position. 90 and 90, up you go. 90 and 90. Opposite glute and opposite lat are what stop your body from rotating, otherwise known as diagonal movements, and how we are supposed to move. Okay, cool. And now, right here. See if I can stay in the center of the shot. Christina, if I scream line, I'm going to need you to help me out. Line!
Okay.
There was a nice spread in the green room today. Oh, Gordon, well done with the catering. He had my Oreos made just the way I like them, where you combine double stuffs into quadruple stuff Oreos. Okay, back to the chops. Just like that. And on a completely unrelated note, if anybody is watching The Last Dance on ESPN about the Bulls, it is amazing. Oh my God, it's awesome. If you are not watching it, just short of being a terrible human being who might drink decaf, you should watch it. It's so good. Okay. Up, left, down, right. And again, move 45-degree angle. Yeah, it's so good. Oh my gosh. See those old highlights. That guy was unreal. I knew he was good, but to see him like this, wow. Michael Jordan is just rarefied air. I will never breathe. Okay, now let's go the other way. Down, left, up, right. I'm trying to get my sports fix somehow. Today, I started the 2010 playoffs, baseball. Giants started with the NLDS against the Braves. And I have watched every game that they won. And today, I finished with Travis Ishikawa hitting a 3-run bomb. And, all right, guys. And now here, into the right center field pavilion for the pennant-winning blast. And I shall start game 1 of the 2014 World Series tomorrow. I was watching the Niners play Cincinnati in the John Candy game the second time. Oh my God, those linemen were so much smaller back then. My gosh, compared to how big those guys are now. Wow. Okay, one more lap. Again, it's a hinge, it's not a squat. If you do a squat in this motion, a whole lot of lumbar spine on the way back up. You don't want that. You just want to pivot and pop. Pivot and pop. Fold and pop, okay? You feel a little bit of a hamstring stretch. That means you're doing it right. Again, we want that lower abdomen involved. All right, now we're gonna go up to the right, down left, up, down 45 degrees. Wait, from watching soccer replays, playing baseball video games. I go through Red Bull TV, professional mountain bike racing, cross country style. That's the next in the hit list. Okay, switch. Hi. Off we go. Let's go, we just did that. There we go. Yeah. I miss my sports. Okay, we have this, and then our horizontal chop. And then I will explain what it is you have signed up for. All right, here we go. Right here. There we go. I have done my homework to work on my spontaneous babble, so I have better material for today. All right, that's 26 seconds. That's enough. Okay, we got a 90-second breather, so every time we finish a block of movement, we are gonna take a 90-second breather. Because I am a humane trainer. Don't tell anybody that because you'll yank my card. The next trainer's union meeting. All right, people, here's what's coming first. We are going to do, the good news is you don't have to move at all for this first exercise, okay? You've been with me, you know, when I say the good news is, very rarely is it actually good news. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna grab a chair, or you can put your foot on a couch, or if you have a suspension trainer, you can put your foot in that. I might try that actually. And we're gonna have a foot up like so, and you're gonna tabletop. That's it, okay? We're gonna do an isometric hold on the kickstand leg. If you are so inclined, you can hold your foot up in the air. If you also feel so inclined, you can grab on to a little extra gravity fight, okay? Do the first round, see how it goes before you go to the penthouse of pain right away. Okay, that's exercise number 1. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, a left and a right. The next thing is we're going to do a row. This is where you're gonna get the rep count, okay? You can do this one of 2 ways. Either out of the split stance position, thusly, keeping in mind, we're coming off a split stance exercise right here. an isometric hold, your glutes might be a wee bit fatigued. Or you can put your hand on the chair you're using, split your stance so your front big toe lines up with the arch of your front foot, and you can row old school style, okay? That's probably the one that I'm gonna do. Okay, so we got 30 seconds or 10 reps, whatever comes first. 30 seconds or 10 reps, whatever comes first. If you finish well under 30 seconds, add in 2 reps, see what happens, okay? Or you can also pull 1, 2, 3, release. Pull 1, 2, 3, release, okay? And again, keep your chin here. It's not there. Lock it in. And then we have our bowler squats with a little bit of a twist, okay? So we've just been going up and down doing our bowler squats. This time, we're going to put more time under tension in the working leg. And 1, 2, 3, up, okay? 1, 2, 3, up. Or again, we always have the split stance option. 1, 2, 3, up. That additional time under tension puts quite a bit of load into the gluteals, okay? Okay, and then what we have after that, good old-fashioned push-ups, okay, or a push-up position plank. You can do that as well. And that's just simply holding the top of the push-up position. I have a little bit of a funky elbow thing going right now, so I might use my rings and do that, okay? Just a heads up. And then after that, right here, we'll go table bridge to open up the front half of the body. Trust me, you're gonna want that to be opened up for the second lap of things that we do. Okay, so who knows the order? They can chime in real quick. Anybody? Fine, I'll tell you. Okay, so we got 30 seconds on of the isometric Romanian deadlift, hold, fancy, super fancy way of saying horizontal line, shoulder to ankle, 30 seconds. We'll start momentarily. All right, off we go. And again, if you are so inclined, you can hold that foot up in the air. Keep that chin tucked. Make sure your rib cage is locked into your pelvis. Fire the shin muscles up on that right foot. That right glute should be fired up too. You want to make it more fun. Push through a wall or whatever's behind you. That pushing through will actually activate that left glute more. Okay, take a break, guys. Woo, hello, Toasty took us. All right, we got 20 more seconds of a rest. I don't like isometrics, but they work so well, so I program them in. If you do them correctly, my suspicion is you won't like them either. All right, let's go to that right leg now. 2, 1. Tabletop it. And again, push through the heel on that straight leg. Front knee is bent to about 30 degrees. Chin is tucked. Straight line from shoulder to heel. Make sure your pelvis is level. Don't open up and rotate at your lumbar spine. That's a very common thing in this position. Since I know you're all super kinesthetically, proprioceptively adept. How about that, Christina? Right? 2 gargantuan multisyllabic anatomy words-ish.
Oh yeah, you got it.
What would those be? Biomechanics? Anyway, in one sentence, which just cost me, all right guys, cool. My bro science card, but oh well. Okay, so now we got the rowing with your kettlebell and or dumbbell. In, 2, 1, and to go. Again, 10 reps. Oh God, every 10 seconds. 20 seconds left. All right, take a break. I'm gonna take a break. 5 seconds of work time. 2, 1, Okay, cool. So if you, like I said, if you got well under 30 seconds, hold it on top for 3 seconds, lower it down for 3 seconds, or grab something heavier, if that's an option. And if you're gonna hold it on top, smash the elbow into the rib cage like you're trying to crush a walnut. That'll make you let scream in agony, which is not a bad thing. All right, set them up. 2, 1, go. Remember, you want to offset that back foot to give you more room. And then on the way up, don't just pull and support yourself. Actively push your hand into whatever it is you're bracing yourself with. All right, guys, take a break. We got boulder squats next. Woo. 20 seconds. We'll do it again. See, Christine, I told you more caffeine this week. I'm a little more alert. 10 seconds. All right, let's put the weight into the left hand. Squat on the right side. Off you go. 1, 2, 3. Back up. Again, hook the paint bucket with that left foot. And drive the knee forward like you're walking in water on the left side. We need those obliques on the left to fire up to get maximum power out of that right hip. All right, take a break. So I saw a report today on Twitter, so it's got to be true. Baseball guy is going to talk about this on their podcast. Spring training to start, what did they say, June something? Or July 1st, something like that. And then the regular season of sorts shortly thereafter. Okay, and again, it was on Twitter, so it's got to be true. Drop down, 2, 3, touch. Again, obliques on the right side. Get them fired up. And again, if you push your arm down toward the ground on the way up, you'll get more abs. Okay, good old-fashioned regular push-ups, push-up position planks. If push-ups on the floor aren't your bag just quite yet, do not do them on your knees. Go to the back of a couch, a chair, a countertop, something that allows you to put your hands up higher to do your push-ups. All right, we have 5 seconds. And again, I'm gonna do them on the rings. So my elbows are a little funky today. Set of 10, people. About 10 seconds left. Okay, cool. So we got a 30-second break. And we got our tabletop bridges. And our first lap of 3 will be done. Woo! I like push-ups on rings. I really do. I like, and I have the 1.25-inch rings too with that just nice fat grip. It's nice. All right, down to the ground. Up tall, wrists under shoulders, hands facing away from midline. Up and down you go. And let's call this one a set of 12 or 30 seconds, whatever comes first. About 5 seconds, guys. Okay, cool. All right, 30 seconds of rest, and then we'll go back to our isometric RDL hold thingy, which is what it says in the manual. You can ask Christina. Thingy is a big thing in fitness textbooks. She can tell you. She's studying stuff right now. 5 seconds. And off you go. Over. Drop down a little bit. Hold it. Again, push back through the heel. Straight line from, oh mama. Look straight ahead, Al. Look straight ahead. That a kid. Okay, I'm back. Straight line from ankle, hip, shoulder. Push through the heel, the straight leg. Oh, that makes the glutes work more. How? Okay, back up you go. See, you people get to hear me suffer. It's a bonus. Corey doesn't even charge you guys to hear me suffer. I mean, that's like extra. My suspicion is there's some level of vindication to hear a trainer be in a certain amount of physical discomfort. And off you go. So if you want, now would be the time to experiment with a load, some kind. Push through the heel, make sure your hips are level. If you're feeling a little bit of a hamstring stretch in this position, you're doing it correctly on that kickstand leg. Boy, my right wheel is a lot more wobbly than my left. Whew. Okay, and now we go to the rows. Good stuff, good stuff. Hey, where'd the screen go? Get back here. All right, 15 seconds. My wife has my children on a trip to go find Olala berries. Don't know how they're going to do that. Okay, so set of 10, ideally. Off we go. Again, push into whatever it is you are bracing. Don't just support yourself. 5 seconds, guys. Woo! That set of 10 took a little bit longer than last time. Oh, there it is. Woo. 20 seconds. All right, so a little bit of absolutely worthless factoid about my life. Everybody's like, no, dude, just shut up. Let us exercise. Stop with the yak yak. But too bad. This is my show. I know my wife just rolled her eyes. She does not know why. Okay, worthless factoid coming up momentarily. All right, very good. You see that big tree that's right over there? There is a bunch of those in my neighborhood, and I heard the squeaking sound last night. Now, we used to get bats flying around, which the inner Batman nerd in me absolutely loves. However, there's somebody who parked. They just parked, and I don't know where they came from. They said, yeah, there was a big fox that just, oh, we got bolo squats next, by the way. Big fox that ran from their yard into a bush in my neighbor's yard. Okay, remember, 3-second descent. Right leg's working. 1, 2, 3, and back. Up. Again, hook the paint bucket with that left foot. Drive that left knee forward. Okay, great. Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. There was foxes get into my neighborhood every once in a while. Sometimes they thin the feline herd too. 15 seconds. Whew. My son is terrified of mosquitoes for some reason. I don't know why. Although I did tell him the other day, I will be honest, their sleep schedules are just funky because of everything that's going on, because their routine's been thrown off, right? So I told him, I said, Daddy, do mosquitoes bother you at night? And I said, only if you're not sleeping. He's like, no, you're kidding, Daddy. I was like, no, Mr. J, they'll only bite you if you're awake, but if you go to sleep, they'll leave you alone. Luckily, his sister knew I was kidding, but darn it, being the good big sister who has to inflict psychological damage on her little brother, she backed up my story. All right, cool, we got both sides there. Push-ups are next. Push-ups. Want to make push-ups harder, just bring your hands closer to the midline. You want to make them less challenging, take your hands out, but don't let your elbows get more than a 45-degree angle off your rib cage. That's not good. All right, scoop it out, drop down. Set of 10, guys. Keep the chin locked into your collarbone. 2, 1. All right, guys. So now we got the tabletop bridges in 25 seconds. Yeah, his sister is very good at scaring him, saying silly things. But that's what little sister or big sister is supposed to do. That is a large ant. Huh, there you go. Sorry, I'm easily distracted sometimes. Shocker. All right, tall chest, straight arms. Tabletops, 12 set, or rep, excuse me. Nice stretch, hopefully, of the biceps, shoulders, and potentially chest muscles on top. Doing all of those, that's okay. About 10 seconds, guys. 5 seconds. All right, cool. One more lap. So going back to our isometrics, okay? And then, like I said, after that, we got a 90-second breather. And then we'll get into the next block of movement. The next block is, it's kind of mean, actually. What are we gonna do? All right, here we go. 3, 2, off we go. Okay, in theory, your nervous system should be at its most capable of holding this position, either in a full balance or a braced rear foot, okay? Either way, keep pushing back through that heel. Get that chin tucked. Oh boy, high tension isometrics are terrible. They really are. 20 seconds. All right. So 10 more seconds, and we shall do the next one. And again, I apologize, I said this earlier. If something's bothering you right away, need to chime in and let me know. But I'm assuming so far so good for everybody. Okay, switch it up. Other than having to put up with me, which is probably the most painful endeavor of this class. Christina, thank you for chiming in and saying, no, Al, you don't talk too much or babble spontaneously. All right, Single arm row is next, people. Oh. 20 seconds. Make sure you're hydrating, guys. Today I've got Noon with a peeled lemon in that jar of water. Noon is my favorite electrolyte drink. It's good stuff. 5 seconds. I'm gonna row with the left arm. Put your stance, pick them up, and move them. 10 seconds. Hey, kiddos. What are you doing? The dumbbell is using kettlebells to exercise. Jeremy Albert Painter, ladies and gentlemen. The Ed McMahon to my Johnny Carson, for those of you who remember that show. I can completely date myself. 5 seconds, and we'll do the other side. All right, here we go.
Move your kettlebell.
Hey, get out of there. I apologize for the photo bomb. All right, very good. We have roller squats next. Whew. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 12 seconds. All right, pick them up. We'll have that right leg work first because we just worked the right arm on the row. And 2, 1, go. Remember, 3 seconds down. 3 seconds. Okay, cool. Actually, it's Taiwan. They're playing baseball right now. Their professional baseball league started back up, and they have mannequins in the stands, which is kind of weird, you know. It must be weird to play in a completely empty stadium. Alrighty then, 2, 1. All right, off we go. Three seconds, guys. Whoa. Okay, one more set of push-ups. That was a very Joey Lawrence-esque. Whoa. I apologize for that one, guys. If you leave the meeting right now, I will not blame you whatsoever. Whew, 10 seconds. Who was he in? Blossom, right? Was Salil Moon Fry? Wasn't the show he was in? Push-ups. Five, 6 seconds. That was a very difficult set. That was probably the exercise God's good, even with me for that Joy Loans reference. You know, I swear to God, whoever my neighbors are, Monday and Wednesday at 4:30, they must know that I'm out here with people, with the guys, because they always barbecue the most exquisite things or smelling things. My goodness. All right, here we go. 3, 2, off we go. Oh, this feels good after those push-ups. Three, 2, and 90-second breather. All right. Let's see how many kids in class we have today. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right, everybody, take a break. So now you are going to need a pair of weights. We're going to do a short, kind of a short stroke lateral lunge. So it's not, like we've done these where you get out really wide. What we're going to do now is going to get your feet about shoulders distance apart, okay? You're going to be holding on to a pair of weights. You're just going to sit like that, okay? So you're going to hinge back and just sit a tiny bit to about the point where your knee should, and we're doing that single leg RDL thing. Then you're going to come back up. That's it, okay? So again, we're going back there, straight leg, 2 knees slightly bent. Straight leg, back to the center, 2 knees slightly bent. This is a glute crusher, okay? Any way to slice it, if I tried to sell it to you any other way, you know that I was telling you tall tales and nobody would have won, okay? So that's exercise number 1. The second one is just a good old-fashioned side plank right with a good old-fashioned side plank left as icing on that cake. And then we're going to go back to an oldie but a goodie. We started with these way back when we're all started our SIP workouts. We're going to pick up a foot right by a wall, and we're going to, foot's going to be about yay high. So I say 2 inches, maybe 3. Again, we're folding back, pick it up, push it in, and hold it. That's it. The more you push that way, the more force your body has to fight coming from that side. Good stuff can only happen from there. And then after that, we're going to go back to an isometric and then a dynamic, okay? So we're going to work posture muscles directly in the back. We're going to get into a T position, chins tucked, feet are down, hips drive, up, pick it up. You're going to hold that for 30 seconds, okay? And we'll have our breaks. So we're still going to keep our 30-second breaks in between sides and exercises. And then after that, what we'll do when we come out of that 30-second break is start at the sides, pick them up, out in front, touch ideally, come on back. If you start to go this way and your elbow starts to bend or you start to feel discomfort in your shoulder, do not go that far. So it's the same thing as we've been doing with the overhead position. But if you get that straight line from the ankle to the wrist, even though I'm on my knees, without any other angles changing, things bending and whatnot, you're good to go. Again, if you get to there and your elbows start to bend, great. That's your range of motion. That is your baseline. And now you know that it's a shoulder mobility, most likely from here being there, keeping you from moving in that full range, okay? All right, so again, we got 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Get your weights, please. We're going to go to the left first. Just a little bit of a sit, back to the center. A little bit of a sit, back to the center, okay? Alrighty then. Clock will start momentarily. All right, here we go. And again, let's go with 10, or 30 seconds. Whatever comes first. This is a deceivingly troublesome exercise. So the handles get right about to the knees. Back up you go. Okay, go ahead and put them down. And again, at any point in time, anything hurts, forearm, shoulders, wrists, knees, back, whatever, I need to know right away so I can make an adjustment for you. And you might find one of these is easier than the other one, which would probably correlate with the bowler squats and that first isometric that we did in terms of which side is easier. Boy, I'm chatty today, aren't I? My goodness, I like it. All right, here we go. Over to the right. A little bit of a sit. Back up. A little bit of a sit. Back up. View from the side now. So again, I'm just a tiny hinge. Coming back up. A little bit of a hinge. Coming back up. And one more for good luck. Okay, awesome. So now we got our side plank on the right side first. Side plank variations there, Leslie. Scissor style. Bottom knee is bent. Up, up. Like that, okay? You can do the straight arm variation. It's up to you. I find the bent elbow harder, so I'm gonna go with that one. If you like the straight arm version better, not bad. Okay, up we go. Pull the elbow in towards the rib cage on the bottom. Oh, you fire your muscles up more. Ah! Oh, we got, what do we got there? 10 seconds. Oh, I got to start doing these again. Oh. Oofa. Okay, cool. Take a break. I'll switch sides. The way that first one went, there's a lot of potential for the third set to be, as Bugs Bunny used to say, a Lulu. That third one's going to be tough. So if you were here last week and you were here this week, do you miss me being quiet and somewhat distracted? That's the full force of my nonsensical babblings are back. Okay, off we go. So make sure you got a straight line, shoulder to ankle as if you're up against a wall. And again, you're pulling that elbow in towards the rib cage. Hand is neutral. Don't drop it off the table. Keep it neutral. 4 seconds. Oh, I don't like side planks, which is probably why I need to do more of them. Right? Is that what you like the least? Is that what you need the most? Okay. Let's push the right foot in first because we just used that left hip. Let's be somewhat humane about this. Okay, go ahead and set it up. And off we go. So we drop down. You should be able to get the butt of your hand to your knees the entire time. If you're low enough, you can leave them there if you want as a marker. Back is straight, you're not rounded. And then again, really push. So terrible. Push the foot into the solid object. I've had people do this holding up a stability ball with their knee. That is terrible.
I want to stir him.
Hello, child.
I want to stir him.
Hello. 20 seconds. 18 seconds. 15 seconds. And let's put the right foot on something that doesn't move. Drop down, hands to knees. Pick up that inside foot. And go. Oh, yep. And if you are a normal human being, you'll find driving force into a wall on one side is easier. The other one, you feel more stable. Totally normal. Totally normal. 7 seconds. Oh, my children are big seaweed fans. Woo! It smells horrible. It smells like really bad beef bouillon cubes. Everybody remembers that. All right. Now we have the T-hold, which reminds me of in college. My parents had the Costco membership, right? And we get the top ramen thing, half chicken, half beef. And nobody would ever want the beef, ever. Inside of my life. All right, squeeze the shoulders, pick them up. Keep the feet down, drive the hips in. Squeeze the heck out of those shoulder blades. I want the mid back muscles on fire as you do this. Along with the glutes. And have the thumbs up to tell Gordon, if he asks you, how's the workout? Oh, 2 thumbs up. Stupid dad jokes for the win. Oh. Now we'll sweep them next. My daughter was making my son a honey sandwich the other day, just honey on bread. And the honey's on top of our fridge, so they don't eat it all in one day. And she said, Daddy, will you get me the honey? And I said, sure, honey. She said, Daddy, that joke's silly. It never gets old. Although you people probably think it is after only hearing it one time. All right, here we go. Take them up, sweep them. Oh, boy. Oh, that little bracelet on my wrist weighs quite a bit right now. 10 seconds. Oh, that's a terrible exercise. Oh, horrible. Horrible. Okay, back to our lunges, please. A little short stroke lunges. We'll go to the left first. Again, you'll need a pair of weights. Oh, but that does open up the shoulders, doesn't it? Which is why we did the tabletop bridges, my friends. There is a method to the madness. Okay, feet, shoulders, distance apart. Weights at your sides. Hinge over, slight knee bend, and back up you go. If you want to make this more fun, drive your right foot away from the middle as you come back up. You put more force into that left hip. Something about diagonal loading patterns, opposites attracting in the body, all that good stuff. Oh, that last set's going to be problematic. Oh my goodness, that's already 5:20. Get out of here. Wow. Right on. Time doth fly when you are enjoying yourself. Maybe it's dragging on for you guys. For me, it seems like it's going pretty fast. Why can't we mute him? All right, pick him up. Sit. And back up. Again, if you push the weights down on the way up, you'll activate more abs. All right, guys. Side planks are next. 15 seconds. Whew. 10 seconds. Right side first. All right, here we go. 2, 1, and up. Here we go. Give her a nice long spine. neutral. Excuse me, neck position. Hips are engaged. Drag the elbow to the ribs. Oh, I'm trying to pop a ball. 5 seconds, guys. Oh, 2, 1. Oh, yeah, there it is. 23 seconds. Woo! See, those planks, boy, I tell you, they just get me. Everybody's like, yay, if he's in pain, maybe he'll shut up. To which I answer, no. Oh, here we go. Bet you didn't think lactic acid could accumulate in eardrums. Oh, here we go. If you drive that bottom foot in the scissor position, in this case the left one, into the ground, as well as that left elbow, you will light up your entire left side that much more. I don't know if that was something you were concerned with. However, oh, you can do that way. Okay, what do we got there? Pushing the foot into the wall. So left foot first, we stand on the right side for the kickstand. And again, this is the position you should be in, not there. Neutral. Okay, straight line, shoulder to hip. Okay, go ahead and mosey on over to your solid substance that does not move. 3, 2, and go. How could something so seemingly simple be so terrible? Yes, people. I agree, this is terrible. Hands to the knees, don't forget. Oh! All right, 25 seconds. All right, we're going to take 2 laps through this today because we are at 5:25. And as always, I am more than happy to answer any fitness-related questions people have. Post-class, if you have any aches and pains of any kind you can't figure out, you can take it with them. All right, other side, off we go. Push. Oh, so terrible. So terrible is this exercise. I had an evil physical therapist do this to me when I had knee surgery a long time ago. She made me do this exercise. I didn't like it then either. Oh. Okay, so we have the T hold and then the sweeps. That'll be it. You will have crossed the finish line and broken the tape. And again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them when we get after the T hold and the sweeping. Okay, T holds first, please. And 2, 1, go. My hands got a lot heavier. Push the shoulders down towards the hips so they don't hang up. Keep those thumbs up. Remember, 2 thumbs up for help. Oh, 10 seconds. Okay. Yeah, the way you silly kettlebells. And now we sweep the arms. That can be confused with sweep the leg. God, my jokes are horrific, aren't they? 10 seconds. 5 seconds. All right, here we go. Pick them up, sweep them. Last exercise, my friends. Oh. Ah. Drive the hips in. 10 seconds, and you were done with me until Wednesday. That was a hint. Oh, there it is. Woo! I've got some toasty back muscles. That was good. Okay, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, more than happy to answer them. If not, have an amazing evening. Be safe, and we will see you on Wednesday at 4:30. Take care, guys.